Hello, my beautiful Pisces. Welcome or welcome back to Unbound Soul Tarot. I'm Helen, and this time we are going to be looking at your more earthy energies. We're going to see what kind of burden you are in the process of releasing and what is going to be materializing for you next. And then we're going to get into the tarot and find out why you had to go through the burden or what it taught you, and also what is this new thing that is materializing going to bring, or how it is going to help or benefit you in the future. So that's the reading today, and yeah, let's just get straight into it. I just want to remind you that this is a general reading, so please take the messages as they resonate, and anything that doesn't, just let it go. But let's get into it. So starting with what kind of burden you are in the process of releasing. Ooh, the sacrifice. Oh boy. And the Earth Keeper. Okay. We just did Aquarius's reading, and theirs was really heavy stuff. And before that, we had Capricorn, and Capricorn's wasn't like a walk in the park either. So I'm not sure what is going on with everyone, but it's kind of heavy stuff. But let's see. I hope it's not as heavy with you guys. But let's see what is materializing next, and then we'll get a fuller picture. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Wow. Okay, well, these two came out kind of together, and even though this didn't turn over, I'm going to keep it with the rainbow. But we have fire as the underlying energy for your reading. Okay. I'm trying to get these straight, and it just drives me nuts if they aren't. So, okay, so just kind of sensing my way through these cards. Your spread, thankfully, doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel heavy. It feels a lot more kind of light-hearted than the previous two readings that I did. So that's a huge positive, and I thank you very much for it, because it's always great to end on a higher note. But talking about your reading now, I get a kind of like a revitalizing or a re-energizing vibe with your cards, with your reading. Because with the sacrifice, it feels like this is the burden that you are in the process of releasing. And it feels like it's something that either it's a way of being, or it's some kind of habit or routine of yours that you are very much used to, or it's some kind of relationship, or it's some kind of situation, some kind of circumstance that you are letting go of. Whatever it is, I feel like you like it doesn't seem to be an easy letting go, because again, this is the burden, right? This is what is weighing you down. So whatever it is that you are currently in the process of letting go or releasing, or that you have recently let go of and are in the process of like working through the acceptance part of it, however it resonates for you, I do feel like it's something that you didn't really want to let go. But I'm getting the sense that because these two cards coming out together, they're actually really powerful, especially the ancient ones, especially this one. It feels like there's some kind of, as I said, with the fire element, I get a strong revitalizing or re-energizing vibe, where I feel like you've had to let go of something to make room for something new to kind of take its place, and something even more meaningful, something even more profound. And that's always the case, isn't it? It's a very obvious and it's a very well-known sequence where something has to die, something has to be let go of, so that something new could take its place. So we all know that it's very it's a very common way of life. But I mean, it doesn't make letting go of something any easier, right? Even if we know that something else is coming, the process of release is still difficult. It's still emotionally taxing. So yeah, it's at least it's positive that this is something that you are in the process of working through, so it's going to be resolved for you. But now again, the energies that you are going to be moving towards, or that are going to be materializing for you, I mean, the rainbow doesn't really need that much explanation, because everyone knows how positive the rainbow is, and how it always brings some kind of relief and some kind of positivity and optimism back after some kind of difficulty or a more rainy period. But with the ancient ones, I just feel like this is almost you reaching this new level in something. I get this like leveling up sense, but I'm curious to see what the guidebook has to say. So let's start with the sacrifice. Maybe we'll get some interesting keywords or some interesting points come through from the guidebook that will add to this reading. So, to sacrifice means to make sacred. The sacrifice is an offering of gratitude made from the heart, a feast of love prepared for spirit. In olden days, sacrifice sometimes involved rituals in which blood was offered to the gods. For example, in the Bible, Yahweh preferred Abel's sacrifice of one of his lambs to Cain's offering of vegetables and fruits. In Middle America, however, Quetzalcoatl, the Lord of the Dawn, I'm sorry for butchering the name, came to teach that spirit preferred our songs and our prayers to the blood of humans or animals. The sacrifice asks that you offer to spirit that which is most precious to you. Your offering will be sanctified and returned tenfold. You will be elevated to the altar at which you have been praying and meet the divine at the table with the heavenly feast. You are a welcome guest in this banquet. Your heart is the only worthy offering you can bring. Life has been generous with you in so many ways. So, yeah, again, the guidebook, like, I don't know whether I mentioned it, but the guidebook doesn't always, like, coincide with what I sense and feel with these cards. So sometimes they kind of go in different ways, these messages. But it's just interesting to see if any similarities do crop up, and if any, like, additional keywords kind of tie in with the reading somehow. So, yeah, in any case, though, I know that they kind of went to a more spiritual place with the sacrifice card. But with you, as I said, it just feels like, and actually it came through from the guidebook as well, that it's just something that you are kind of struggling to let go of, because it means something to you, it's valuable to you, so it's not easy to let it go. But we also have the rainbow. The rainbow symbolizes the 7 steps of a true spiritual path, which manifest as the colors of the 7 chakras. In the Himalayas, the rainbow body is seen as the full realization of our essence. The rainbow also represents the bridge between the physical and the spiritual worlds. At the end of our lives, we can journey across the rainbow bridge to the highest heavenly realms. When the rainbow appears, it is an affirmation that all is well and that you are in right relationship with spirit. The rainbow tells you that the end of the storm is near. Persevere and remember that it is darkest just before the dawn. Do not give up hope. Things are about to take a positive turn. Listen for the morning rooster that announces the coming of the dawn even while the night is still darkest. But do not claim victory yet or let your guard down fully. So yeah, as I said, this just feels like a more positive turn of events and a progress of sorts. But it is interesting that they were mentioning the divine aspect with the rainbow as well, because the ancient ones is very, very much with that kind of energy. The ancient ones are the shamans of old who defeated death and escaped from the tyranny of time. The ancient ones walk the earth like us, in flesh and bone. Now they reside in infinity and can counsel us after we say yes to our calling. They are available to help us attain our full realization. So, yeah, it's interesting because, as I said, I kind of get this sense of like upgrading or moving on to the next level. And it's interesting that they say they are available to help us attain our full realization. So it's kind of like fulfilling your destiny or stepping into your purpose and manifesting your destiny or your calling, right? Actually realizing that The Ancient Ones are inviting you to reach to the future to help birth a new destiny for the Earth. Go ahead, find out who you are becoming 10,000 years from now. If you accept the invitation, great power and blessings will come your way and allow you to craft a new destiny for yourself. Do not hesitate to bite off more than you can chew, because you have unlimited spiritual resources available right now. So yeah, it's just kind of I don't know, I just get this revitalizing or re-energizing energy seems to be coming up very strongly for you. So if you actually resonate with this, like getting a new calling or finding a new destiny for yourself, if that's something that you resonate with, it could very well be that if you've let go of a job or let go of a career path, or if you decided to call it quits, doing something that you maybe have been doing for a long time, and something that you know very well, and something that you've always been doing, and something you're very comfortable with, and something that you are an expert in. If you've walked away from that and decided that you want to do something completely different, then it feels like that something is going to be making itself known to you, or it's going to illuminate itself to you. You're going to find that out, because with the fire being the underlying energy, it's all about that creative energy. It's all about that intuition, that spark, that spark of divine inspiration and imagination, and all of those things coming into play. So I do get a very strong like creative vibe, but it can symbolize like any other form of passion for you as well. So again, take it as it resonates. But I do feel that this that there is a sense of like a new either a new direction coming your way, or a new level that you are kind of stepping into that is coming your way. But again, let's see if we can get some more details with the tarot. So starting with this, what I want to see is why you had to go through this, or what this burden taught you, what this experience taught you. What did this burden teach Pisces? Why did they have to go through that? Two of Wands and the Sun. Okay, one more please. Why did Pisces have to go through the sacrifice? Why did they have to go through that? Oh, and Justice. Interesting. And you get the numerological synchronicity coming out. Oh yeah, Eight of Pentacles is the underlying energy. For some of you, it's definitely related to work or career path stuff. Or even like studies, right? It could be something that you went to study and then decided that, you know, maybe it's not actually for you. Take it as it resonates. It's interesting that we have the Two of Wands and Justice, because as I said, we have number 2 and Justice, which is 11. If you reduce it, 1 plus 1 is 2. So you get the 2 come through over here. But I honestly feel like this experience that you went through was to kind of set you back on your quote-unquote correct course, or on your right path. And again, I want to use quotation marks because I don't really like the terms like right and wrong and stuff like that, because they are kind of insinuating that that if you like choose one thing over another, then you're making a mistake, or you're doing something wrong, or you're not doing what you kind of should be doing, right? And I don't really want to give off that kind of energy, because that's not at all what I'm saying, and that's not what I believe in. So if you were like going down, or if you were in a place where maybe you weren't fully satisfied, or if there weren't any like future growth prospects for you necessarily, where you felt that you had somehow like capped or reached the limit, or you know, there wasn't like anywhere else for you to go or advance to, then I feel like it's it was just kind of to take you out of that situation, to get things back into balance, and to kind of square them out, so that you could get back to the point where you have like these options available to you, or where you could look out into the future and really consider where you want to go next, where you want to what you want to experience next, and which direction you want to take your life in. So yeah, for some of you it was definitely like a correction course, or just trying to reroute you to your kind of most most aligned path, let's say it that way, to get you out of an unfavorable path or an unfavorable position that you might have been in the bigger scheme of things. But for others of you, I feel like it might have just, it might have brought the situation to an end so that you could see, or so that you could open yourself up to what you truly enjoy, what truly lights you up, the thing that that is kind of like your calling, right? Where you're not doing something because you feel that you have to, or because you feel that you need to survive or you need to provide for yourself. The passion that is truly your calling is coming from a much, much deeper place, which comes forward because it's just something that you really, really, really want to do, that you just feel so powerfully drawn towards. So for some of you, it could have been that it was just that situation or whatever this was that ended for you, that you had to let go of. The reason that you are experiencing this is so that you could see what truly, or so that you could be opened up, I should say, so that you could be opened up to what truly fulfills you in so many different levels. I hope that made sense. I hope it made sense. But let's look at these two cards now. So let's see if we can get any like more specific information out. I want to see what you can expect from this, or what this is going to bring, how it's going to benefit you or help you. Let's see. Okay, this is insane. We've had the Three of Wands come out so many times. And again, I feel like I have to say it. There are 78 cards in this deck. I have shuffled this deck hundreds of times, I'm pretty sure, because like you don't see the pre-shuffle that I do before I actually even start filming. And most of the time I cut out like the middle parts of the shuffling, just because I do it sometimes for such a long time that it would be absolute like just dread to watch it. It would be super boring, so I just edit those parts out. But it just baffles me in these situations, because I feel like the Three of Wands have come, I feel like it has come out for like half the signs. So it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me that we, like, there are so few cards that I pull out anyway. So it's crazy. The likelihood of one card coming out so many times is it's crazy. And oh my god, and the Lord, yeah, of course. The Lord is another one that I've seen several times already. But I want to get the other card out as well. It's positive, but it's just baffling. It just baffles me. One more card, please. Oh my god, and the Four of Pentacles again. Oh, well, I'll take it. And the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, we are getting lots of repeat cards here. Sorry about all the fidgeting with the cards, but I'm looking at the monitor and it seems that they're straight, but then they're not straight, and see, they're not straight. Drives me absolutely bonkers. I'm getting the sense that this upgrade, or this like new level or new direction that is coming in for you, I feel like it's kind of it's allowing you to, first of all, to like create a stronger and a more stable foundation for yourself, especially with the Four of Pentacles. But I also feel like it's going to be more rewarding. Not just in a material sense, but more rewarding in a more creative sense, or in a passionate sense. Because again, we have these Wands cards come out, we have this fire element come out. So like, and we have two of these Pentacle cards. So I get the sense that it's going to be both materially beneficial, but it's also going to be very rewarding, like in a more spiritual sense, or again, when it comes to your like creativity, when it comes to your passion, when it comes to that enthusiasm, right? That life spark. I feel like it's really going to tap into that as well. So yeah, and I get a lot of future prospects as well with the Three of Wands. There's always this indication of growing and expanding and and widening your scope, or broadening your horizon, and reaching out, trying, like making a kind of like a ripple effect, and seeing like these things that you are sending out actually come back to you and bring results, bring rewards. And especially with the Six of Pentacles being here, again, I do get a very like a gifting, a very rewarding energy. So it's beautiful, really, it is beautiful. And I know that, again, as you are going through this process of release, it feels very similar to the Aquarius reading that I was doing. It's like, just saying, as you're going through this release, it's difficult and it's painful and it's uncomfortable, and there are all these different emotions that are tied up in this, but like the what you have to look forward to is super positive, so positive. And I feel like it's going to trump what you had before. It's going to be even more, again, rewarding, even more rewarding. But before we close this reading out, I do want to get an oracle card for you guys as well. So let's see what we can get with the Earth Magic Oracle deck. Any last piece of advice for... Oh my goodness, I couldn't even finish my sentence. Oh my God, do you see? Oh, this is... Oh my God, I just noticed. Okay, are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's so crazy. Okay, last week your reading was the most crazy out of all the readings because of the whole mending card thing. If you haven't seen that reading, I'm going to link it on the screen for you, because it was probably one of the craziest experiences that I've had when I've done anyone's reading, and it was with you guys. And now we're getting literally the same cards, kind of the same cards come out, with the oracle cards as you got with the other cards. So it's like again, just a double confirmation of the same energy. Oh my God, do you see? Summer solstice, radiance. And again, you have this fire, you have the sun come out. How beautiful is that? And again, you do have these beautiful blessings to look forward to. It is going to be so rewarding. It is going to be a very positive turn of events, even though, as I said, you might not be able to see it right now. You might be struggling with letting go of what you don't want to let go of, but the outcome is going to be so beautiful, and it is going to, again, it's going to bring you this, I don't know why, but I get this, like, I get that this shaman and this ancient ones, the ancient healing wisdom, that these two cards are symbolizing you, or a new level of you, an upgraded version of you. Yeah, I don't know. There's not much for me to say, because the cards are kind of like a double whammy of this. So I'd just be repeating myself over and over and over again. And I know no one really wants to listen to that. So I'm gonna leave this reading here, because it's so positive and I absolutely love it. So I'm so glad. Thank you so much, my beautiful Pisces, that we got to end this week on such a high note. But yeah, I hope that this reading offered you something useful. If this was your story, if you resonated with this, or if you got something useful from this, then please consider giving me a thumbs up. It would mean so much to me. Truly, truly would. And it would let me know that I've actually been helpful to you, and that means so much to me. So yeah, it would mean the world. And also, if you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe as well, so that you wouldn't miss out on all the future readings we will be doing together. But yeah, I'm sending you guys so much love and light. Thank you so much for watching this reading and for letting me read for you. I hope to see you guys very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.